You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up.
In the whole process of movie making, there's so many steps, and a lot of people don't know about storyboarding.
Sure.
Can you describe what storyboarding is?
Storyboarding is basically taking what is inside the director's head, whatever thoughts he or she has, and putting them on paper, or now it's digital, but just getting everything out frame by frame, shot by shot. So if they're thinking wide shot, close up, panning shot, dolly, tilt, whatever, get it down so you have a foundation that you work from.
Yeah, you know what? Like I said, I grew up doing everything. I grew up doing Shakespeare. I grew up doing, musical theater. I grew up doing improv. I grew up doing all that. And so, like I said, knock on wood, I've been blessed to be very, very successful at the comedy. And so when I wrote Downward Hero, which is a short film, the proof of concept for a feature that I'm gonna, eventually make and produce, it was because I wanted to, exercise a muscle that I really hadn't used in a hot minute, because I had been lucky enough to do so much comedy.
What was that experience stepping on set with, obviously Jessica Lange is obvious, James Cromwell,
Yeah.
Evan Peters, Chloe Sevigny,
Yeah.
just all these heavy hitters, and you're kind of the new kid on the block. What was that experience like?
Yeah, it was intimidating, obviously. I definitely felt like I didn't belong. Like they somehow I snuck in, and I don't know how I managed to crash this, all-star game, and here I am in the dugout.
Yes, I remember I was in college, and I took an acting class to get an easy A, because I was a pre-med major. So I was just taking acting just to fill up an elective and get an A and be done. I did my first monologue, and it was like the world dropped out. And that was it for me. I was high the rest of the day, and I was always on stage, in plays. I just never looked back. I remember that it was phenomenal.
So we might be brothers, to be honest.
Exactly. It's not only your dad, it's my dad too now.
There you go. See, right live and direct on Pan and Zoom, we discovered we're bros. Look at that.
There you go.
What do you know?
What do you know, man? So you gotta tell that to Luke.
Well, he's got to redo all his taxes now, so.
Is he?
Yeah, because he's got to claim you. Well, but you're an accountant. You can figure that stuff out.
Don't worry, leave it to me.
No, you said 1 and 1 equals 11 in the car, so forget it. Never mind.
I said, it would be funny if, I think you're driving through the Deep South and you're arrested for a murder you didn't commit, and the only lawyer you can use is that lawyer.
Right.
So I was just making a joke. I wasn't interested in writing films or making movies at the time. So, but that's where that idea had always stuck in my head, and that story evolved. It changed a little bit. So, but that's where was the original inspiration.
But then the other thing Morgan gave me that I use to this day is he said, it's all about talking. It's just hang in the frame and talk. And that's really been the essence of what I try to do. And I achieved it best early on in my career, so it's something that I can roll into now. But when I did my audition for Shawshank, it was like I came at it, I didn't know if I'd get it or not, and that's another story in itself. But I remember leaving going, I did it. I found it.
He trusted us. He would explain to us A, B, C, D. But then he hired actors that he knew that if he gave them A, B, C, D, they would bring back more than that.
Yeah. Because that's one of the most iconic moments in the film, when you're Long Tongue Sally.
That's right.
She's so sweet.
That's right.
You got everything I ever need.
I'm
having some fun.
That's right. In the jungle, man.
Hi, Swati. Is that Pancakes and Zoom with you?
Yes.
Is that going to go to IHOP?
We're going
or shall I take a hop here?
We're getting the Rudy
and
Fruity.
go hip hop?
We're getting the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity special.
Rudy Trudy, let's get fresh.